I don't understand the emotionalism regarding deportation. I really don't. I really don't understand it. If you are an American, I just really don't understand why are you so emotional regarding this? Why do you fucking care? Why do you care? You know, American citizens are literally acting like these people are being sent to the gas chamber or the guillotine or a firing squad. Like Donald Trump is creating mass graves and burning bodies. I mean, literally, none of this is happening. None of this is happening at all. What is happening is that these people are going back home. This is what they're doing, man. Have any of you ever traveled outside the country? And even if you've never traveled outside the country, you can pick up any. You could dial up any country on YouTube. You know, Colombia is really, really freaking beautiful. It really is. It's full of mountains. There appears to be food everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The Dominican Republic is a beautiful place. Hell, there's a lot of African nations that are beautiful, and the Gambia is very, very beautiful. These people are just going back home. None of these people are being killed. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. Meanwhile, this has been going on for the last couple of years. It's been all these people that are making all these van life videos. These people are homeless, okay? They're trying to make this to be exciting and interesting or whatever, but this is homelessness. This is America. This is Americans. Those are Americans. These are Americans, whatever you want to call it, that can no longer afford places to live. This is what's going on. And we do not have a government that is solving these problems. We do not. We do not. You have to look in the mirror. I don't give a damn what your party is or whether you don't have a party. You say to yourself that your government is not solving the problems of the people. And if they're not solving the problems of the people, why are you still supporting these governments? Why are you still supporting these political parties? Because they're not solving our problems. Seriously. And it's getting so bad that I'm starting to see some of these African young males, even in New York State, in Western New York, that are homeless. They are literally sleeping on the street. Okay? Because we have a shelter that's near me and they only give men 30 days, 1 month, which I consider that to be absurd, seriously, because we are going through massive layoffs. We're going through massive job loss, and the rent just keeps going up. So if you don't have a lot of skills, and let's just say in my area, Chipotle is paying $18 an hour. Well, you need a place to sleep. You need a place to cool off. It's been ridiculously hot, not just in New York State, but all over the country. Hell, all over the world. We've had 2,000. Well, they had 2,800 deaths in Europe just this recently because of the heat wave, and I was really shocked. They said in large areas of Europe, a lot of people don't have AC. I'm like, why would you not have AC? Right? So we have this place near me. They're only giving these guys 30 days. You can't get your life together in this climate right now in 30 days. You can't. Let's just say unemployment, which a lot of people are on, right, It takes 3 weeks for your unemployment to get processed and for you to receive your first check. So your month is already out, and they're only giving you 30 days. So you have to leave. And that's I believe it's just 30 days a year for these guys, right? Which, once again, I say that that's ridiculous. It's run by a nonprofit agency. They need to give these men more time, right? Is there any public funds or state funds involved to help a place like this to house men? Because 30 days is not a lot of time. Meanwhile, like I said, they've been making this van life stuff look like it's so incredible, but it's not. These people are homeless. And these people, unfortunately, they have lost their minds. Because why are they bringing these pets in these small cars? Or sleeping in tents outside, and you got a cat and you got a freaking dog. You are already depressed out of your mind, and now you have an animal with you. I mean, this is insane. How do you manage the cleanliness and the feces and I see this young woman that I found on YouTube recently. She's got to be in her 20s. She appears to be a mixed light-skinned black woman, and she's homeless and she's young. And I'm saying to myself, where is your family that you are living like this? You should not be living like this. This is insane. I would never let my own daughter sleep outside in the street. I didn't allow my son to sleep in the street when I took him in twice. I took him in twice, and now he decides that he doesn't want to talk to me because I got tired of his shit. I got tired of him losing his apartment. So I yelled at him, and because I yelled at him, he doesn't want to talk to me for a year. But you know what? God knows my good deeds. He knows my good deeds. I haven't talked to my son in a year, over a year. It is what it is. And you get to this point where you can't cry anymore. You just fucking get over things. But, caring about the public at large, I'm like, what man would allow his daughter to sleep in the street in a tent with a dog? What man would allow? Where is your father? I have a daughter. We don't talk either. It's America's a sick world. Where is your father? Where is your family? And where is the government? There is no way in hell that we should have 771,480 people homeless in America. And you have these states that are giving money to Israel instead of giving money to Americans. This is absolutely insane. Our government is doing nothing for us. Seriously. I saw Kathy Hochul last year talking about, she just found money it's kind of too late to start building affordable. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know if she's going to do public housing. I don't know if she's going to be doing homes. I think that they need to have their best minds come together and say, what would solve this problem? What would solve the problem is, I believe that, there's a lot of these small cities all across, like New York State in America, where there's a lot of abandoned homes, and they need to have a massive Habitat for Humanity kind of program where you want a house, you come in every day or whenever you have time, and you meet with the program managers, and they teach you the skills to repair this house. And once this house is repaired, it is yours. This is what needs to be done. And all this emotionalism over the deportations is just really, really, really. I look at some of these Americans, I'm like, when did you get so damn soft? Seriously. When did you get so soft? When did you forget all of these? When did you forget Lake and Riley, a young white woman that was deleted by one of these illegals? When did you forget about her? And when did you forget about all the other women? Hell, they even had a black woman that was, I don't know if she was killed. She was carjacked by a couple of these illegals and brutally attacked. When did you stop having sympathy for your own fellow Americans? And why is it that your mind is always on these fucking illegals all the time? Why? It's sickening. It's sickening dealing with, watching the videos of these Americans who care more about foreigners than they care about their own American citizens. I was just watching a video before this, and Trump deported over 2,000 Nigerians, and like, once again, this is none of my concern. It is the job of their government to provide opportunities for their people so they won't have to leave and invade other people's countries. It is that simple. So I don't give a shit about the emotionalism coming from these Americans and all their false nonsense about, well, these people were not criminals. I don't care at this point. Trump said that he said he would start deporting the criminals. That would be a start. But if this trickles down to everybody else, I don't care. Not only that, if they create these programs, large-scale American programs, where if you fix up a dilapidated house and the government gives you a house, what you need to do is, if you don't have a job after that, they can drive you out to these fields and you can pick fruit and vegetables every day, and that will be your job until you get something else. There is solutions for everything. We're not looking for it. It's just like I told two of these idiots yesterday. I said, nobody says anything when there's this unlimited money for Israel, Ukraine, for foreign nationals here. But the minute you say help Americans, and all these Americans keep saying, you want free money. Israelis allegedly have free health care, and we don't have universal Medicaid for all in America. Why are Americans so against giving money to Americans? They call that free money. They call that being lazy. I'm disgusted by your average American. I really am. I look at this bullshit and I say to myself, who's going to invade America? We are so far away from all these other countries that nobody's going to invade us. We don't need any more bombs. We don't need any more weapons system. We need to cut the defense budget in half. And then we need to use that money to fucking make America great again. Make people great again. Take these homeless people off the streets. Give people universal Medicaid, I'm sorry. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. There's never a discussion about cutting the defense budget. Never. And I think that that's disgusting.